In this short course, we want to teach you what AI is, how people create it, as well as its important ethical considerations. We hope that by sharing this knowledge, we can work together to support equitable and respectful AI initiatives. We'll also teach you about a simple but powerful tool in machine learning called naive Bayes. Traditionally, code is a list of steps or instructions, but with AI, code is written to identify specific patterns in data that you give it, which makes AI alluring for many fields.
So what is AI? AI, or artificial intelligence, is a branch of computer science. It uses datasets to train computers to perform intelligent behaviors. An example of intelligent behavior would be the ability to hold conversations. If you've ever used Siri or Alexa, you've experienced interacting with AI.
One of the types of AI is machine learning. There's a whole lot to learn about machine learning, but for the purposes of this quick course, we're going to focus on one particular type of machine learning, supervised machine learning.
In supervised machine learning, the computer is given a training dataset in the form of input-output pairs. The computer uses these input-output pairs to define a function. For example, take this set of input-output pairs. Given these pairs, the computer would infer the function f of x is equal to x plus 2. This not only works for numbers, but also works for movie reviews, weather forecasts, facial recognition systems, robotics, etc. Essentially, supervised machine learning finds a function or pattern relating to things you give it.
Once the computer has figured out this function from the dataset, we can give it a new input and ask it to use its function to give us the correct output. We can then communicate to the computer whether this function produced the correct answer. The computer will then add this new input-output data point to its existing dataset and adjust its function to fit the updated dataset. As we give the computer more and more data points, it continues to adjust its function. These adjustments make the function more accurate in reflecting the patterns of its dataset. Many algorithms in AI start by learning from this input-output pair.
One of those algorithms is called naive Bayes. Naive Bayes is an AI self-learning algorithm that's well known for being simple yet effective. It's often used for natural language processing, also referred to as NLP, which is a field of AI concerned with extracting useful information out of text.
For example, naive Bayes can be used to read text like movie reviews to determine useful information like whether the movie review was a positive review or a negative review. Since naive Bayes is supervised machine learning, its input is a sequence of words, labeled with outputs we want it to associate with that sequence of words. For our movie reviews example, where we're determining whether a movie review was positive or negative, the sequence of words would be the review, such as, "This movie was good," which the programmers would label as their positive review. We would give it several of these reviews paired with labels for our AI to learn from.
One of the simplest forms of naive Bayes for NLP uses a bag of words feature extraction, meaning it takes the sequences of words, in our case, the movie reviews, and splits them into their individual words.
It does that for all the movie reviews it was given. It then calculates the probabilities of each of the words it's learned, like fantastic, belonging in a positive review or a bad review. In our case, since the only occurrence that fantastic appeared in was in a positive movie review, it would say that a new movie review containing the word fantastic is very likely to be a positive review.
The beauty of this is that we can give the computer a movie review that it has never seen before. For example, "This is a really bad movie." And while it might not know all the words, it can look at the words it has learned, like this, movie, and bad. The computer would then look at the probabilities it calculated for each word and find that this and movie are neutral, while bad is likely to belong to a negative review. Based on these findings, it would correctly predict that the movie review, "This is a really bad movie," is most likely to be a negative review.
So, without telling the AI that it's a negative review, the AI can already predict it by using the probabilities of words it's learned. It can do that for even other reviews that it's never seen before. Naive Bayes can be really powerful in other cases too. It can be used for things like determining whether email is spam or determining what type of news category an article fits into. By changing the features we give it, naive Bayes can even be used outside of NLP and text to do more powerful things, like performing medical diagnoses or facial recognition. However, while it can be powerful, it is not perfect.
For example, let's look at using naive Bayes in resume screening. Say a company wants to save money by having an AI screen resumes to determine whether someone should be hired. This company trains a naive Bayes system by providing it input-output pairs in the form of applicants' resumes and whether or not they were hired. In this case, however, their data set only includes 2 pairs. What problems do you think could arise from this? For example, what would happen if this applicant applied to this company?